cheerful tone. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as timeless as it is universal: love and distance. It's fascinating how love can feel so close yet so far away at the same time. I mean, have you ever experienced that? Like, you're in a crowded room, but you feel completely alone?
Excitedly. Oh, totally. It's like, you can be surrounded by people, but if you're not connecting with anyone, it's just empty, right?
Exactly. And that's what I want to explore today. The idea of distance in relationships, both physical and emotional. It's like, when you're in love, you can feel this intense connection, but then, bam! Life happens, and suddenly, you're miles apart.
Curiously, right. So, what do you think causes that distance? Is it just, life getting in the way? Or is it something deeper?
Great question. I think it's a mix of both. Life can throw all sorts of challenges at us: work, family, even our own insecurities. But sometimes, it's about how we perceive that distance. For instance, I remember a time when I was in a long-distance relationship. We were thousands of miles apart, but I felt closer to him than anyone else.
Intrigued. Wow, that's really interesting. So how did you maintain that connection?
Well, we made it a point to communicate regularly. We'd have these late-night video calls, and it felt like we were right there with each other. But there were moments when I'd just feel this overwhelming sense of longing. It's like I could see him, but I couldn't touch him.
Nods. Oh man, that sounds tough. It's like you're living in two different worlds, right?
Exactly! And that's where the emotional distance can creep in. It's not just about being physically apart, it's about feeling disconnected. I think that's why the lines, "Even if you are not close, you were always near me," resonate so deeply.
Excitedly. Yes, that's so relatable. It's like you can be thinking about someone and feel their presence even if they're not there.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty of love. It transcends distance. But, it can also be painful. The lines about yearning and the torment of distance really capture that struggle.
Curiously. So how do you deal with that pain? What do you do when it feels overwhelming?
Well, I think it's important to acknowledge those feelings. It's okay to feel sad or lonely. I remember writing letters to my partner during that time. It was a way to express my feelings and keep the connection alive.
Excitedly. That's such a cool idea. It's like you're creating a tangible piece of your love, right?
Exactly. And those letters became a part of our story. They were reminders of our commitment to each other, even when the distance felt unbearable.
Thoughtfully. Wow, that's really beautiful. It's like love is a journey, and sometimes you have to navigate through the tough parts to appreciate the good ones, right?
Yes, and that's what makes love so powerful. It's not just about the happy moments, it's about how you grow together through the challenges. The lines about the ones we cry for, sleep in someone else's arms, really hit home, don't you think?
Nods. Oh, definitely. It's like we invest so much in our relationships, and when they don't work out, it can feel like a huge loss.
Exactly! But it's also a reminder to cherish the moments we do have. Love is a precious gift, and even if it's fleeting, it leaves a lasting impact.
Excitedly. Wow, I love that perspective. So, what's the takeaway here? How can we navigate love and distance in our own lives?
I think it's about communication, vulnerability, and being present, whether that's through letters, calls, or just being there for each other emotionally. And remember, even when it feels like you're miles apart, love can still bridge that gap.
Enthusiastically. That's such a great message. It's like love is a journey, and we're all just trying to find our way, right?
Exactly, and that's what makes it all worthwhile. So, to all our listeners out there, remember to cherish your connections, no matter the distance.
Excitedly. Yes, and never say goodbye to the love you hold in your heart.
Smiling, absolutely. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Until next time, keep loving and keep connecting.